Yo, what's going on, Guardians? My name is XCalion, and in today's video we are going to briefly go over the changes to the Flawless pool announced in the TWAB on 10/28/21. Now, initially, whenever we had Trials came back this season, it was, I think a lot of people would describe it as kind of perfect. Like, the pool was the largest Trials weekend that we had ever seen, and the following weekend, they decided that they were going to add a flawless pool, which they activated on Sunday at reset, which basically made it to where people that had already gone flawless would only pair against the people that had gone flawless. So this was kind of controversial at the time, as people thought, well, this was already kind of like the perfect activity. Nobody was really complaining, but, some of us kind of foresaw this happening. So the changes were, kind of whatever. So in today's TWAB, they announced that the Flawless Pool changes. The Flawless Pool, which we have been enabling Sunday at reset time, has some very positive benefits. It raises overall match quality significantly, and it raises the overall win rates of solo players. However, it has some drastic downsides. For players who struggle and manage to just barely go flawless, it is a steep cliff to then only play against players who have already gone flawless that week. It also incentivizes behavior that is at odds with the mode and reward system, like resetting a flawless 6-win ticket to keep getting easier matches. It also creates social friction where players need to decide between playing with friends or playing for rewards. Lastly, the timing. 10 a.m. Pacific on Sundays is awkward if you live anywhere but the Americas. To put it lightly, there's some anxiety for players who have not gone flawless, as they either have to find a fire team of people who haven't gone flawless and play on Sunday afterwards, or, just hope that the people that are carrying them that have already gone flawless are just really, really good. Moving on, starting tomorrow, that would be 10/29/21, we are rolling out a new system and leaning into weekly performance metrics. Whenever you match in Trials, in addition to trying to match with people with the same number of card wins, you will also attempt to match with people who have roughly the same number of overall wins for the weekend. If you can't find anyone to match against, it will eventually expand out to find you a less similar match. I.e., instead of having a flawless pool, if you have a, one ticket for the weekend, you're likely to play against another team that has one ticket for the weekend, and so on and so on. Moving on, for the PvP gods who go flawless 10 times a weekend, they will end up matching with other players who have, for example, 70+ wins on their cards, no matter how they got them. For the average team who gets a lucky flawless in on a Friday or Saturday on their first card, well, they will be matching against other players with around 7 wins, no matter how they got them. We are hoping this will give as many of the benefits of the flawless pool system, somewhat fairer matches, without the significant downsides. Specifically, there should be no major inflection point where everything is smooth prior to a win, and then everything is overly challenging afterwards. This makes it sound like they're going to base this off of total game wins and not just flawless tickets, so, that might be beneficial, but I don't know. Moving on, while this allows us to remove the flawless pool, it does have potential downside: longer matchmaking times. We think there is a reasonable trade-off here between match quality and matchmaking time. Average Trials matchmaking times currently sit at around 50 seconds. Over the next few weekends, we are going to be looking at how much matchmaking time goes up and how it affects the match quality. As always, we're going to listen closely to your feedback, as well as looking at aggregated stats to continue tuning matchmaking for Trials to strive for the best experience possible. And that's, of course, basically the things they have to say. We're going to look at the stats, we're going to look at the matchmaking times for quality assurance, basically. But that being said, the changes are controversial. Right? A lot of people are kind of upset by these changes. I've heard several of my clanmates say that they're upset. Me, I don't really know yet. The way I kind of do things, I just, give it a weekend, try it, see how it goes before I pass judgment on it. And I kind of think that's the best way to go about this. Now, we all know Bungie's not always been the best at giving us the best matchmaking or giving us the best PvP experience, but I think that after the success that Trials has had this season, they would like to, get the most bang for their buck out of what they've got, and so I'm hoping that they continue to, maybe tune it to give us a better experience, if nothing else, maybe just say screw it and give us back the Trials experience that we had at the beginning of the season before they implemented the flawless pool, anything like that. Another option that they have, of course, is to use the matchmaking of that of the fire team leader and not the other two involved in the party. There being that if the fire team leader has not been flawless yet that week, then that party is not in the flawless pool. And I know that might be a problem you might say that, you know, well, the other two people might be flawless and that might cause problems, but honestly, I think that's just the luck of the draw, and I think that would help alleviate a lot of the problems. Anyways, guys, that will round out the video. Again, just wanted to give my thoughts on what has become a controversial topic in the Bungie universe today, as there are always so many, and again, guys, I just don't think it's going to be that big a deal. At least not something that we deal with right now, and I think we cross that bridge when we get to it. One thing to note, guys, I have been streaming over on Twitch. You can follow the link in the description if you want to check it out. I don't have a ton of followers yet, but, you know, we're moving on up, and I've been doing it a few times a week, and I'm having a blast over there. I'm going to be doing some cross streams with some other people, so just something to look forward to. But that's going to do it for me, guys. Thanks for checking out the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and as always, Godspeed, my friends.